Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie. This will be a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Now, of course, it's a general reading for a really large collective, so if it doesn't resonate with you, that's perfectly okay. Just discard it. Remember that there is no gender here, so if I pull a king, a queen, an emperor, an empress, it really doesn't matter. It's all about the personality that I'm describing, and you'll definitely know who we're talking about. If you'd like to book a private personal, the information's in the description. And if you'd like to become a member, you can hit the join button. Tell me about Aquarius. So these are pretty short readings. I'm just looking at how you're closing the year out versus how it started. A little progress report, if you will. Okay, we have Basket of Blessings. I appreciate this precious day. Every moment of life is a gift. I will pause throughout my day to be grateful for it. Practicing appreciation fills my life with more joy and goodness. I like that. Okay, so the overall energy is Justice, Libra energy. We have the Four of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and at the bottom of the deck I have the Ace of Wands. You know, to keep it real, I feel like 2024 probably was one of those years where, like, if it wasn't one thing, it was just fuck another. You know, I really feel like it was a really disappointing year. It's like the things that you wanted to happen haven't. You feel like, I feel like you're disappointed in some of the decisions that you've made. You're disappointed in the decisions of others. I feel like with the Nine of Wands, just a lot of shit happened this year. You know, it's like every time that you would get one step ahead, you would just get put two steps back. And I feel like, you know, to you, there was like these like karmic lessons to this or something like that, you know? And I feel like as the year is closing out, though, you're able to more like see, I want to say more like balance or harmony. It's like you feel like you learned a lot of lessons this year and now you're kind of ready. So with the Ace of Wands here, it's like seeing the potential. So like this was a bad year, but you learned a lot. And there's optimism, you know, that things will go better now. You know, it's like you did learn your lessons here. I do feel like with the Basket of Blessings, though, I feel like you might be looking back and realizing like perhaps the worst thing that you did do all year was sort of sit in this almost like victimized mindset. I feel like you wasted a lot of time with that. You know, kind of just sitting in the energy of I can't win. And that it's better to sort of be in this place of gratitude. I feel like there is an opportunity that's coming in at the end of the year, of course, with the Ace of Wands and Justice. And it's a hard-earned one, you know? And I feel like the missing element most of this time has just been being grateful for where you are. You know, waking up and, you know, having whatever you need to survive is a blessing. And I think that you feel like you wasted a lot of time almost in like a miserable energy looking at all of the losses this year. And it wasn't so much that the losses were great as the energy that you were in because of them. You know what I mean? So I feel like you're kind of looking at how you really thought about things this year, the type of energy that you felt like you were in throughout the year. And the real issue here was like really like the passion or the motivation to do something different or better. Just kind of like choosing to sit in this more like rotten energy. And so I feel like you learned a lot about yourself, though, in that like emotional despondency. That's what I want to say it is there, you know, where it's You know, I don't know if it's like for some people, like a state of depression or something like that, where, you know, you just don't have any motivation or passion. Nothing really is like exciting you anymore. You're just in this state of low mood, you know, not maybe even a numbness. You know, if you feel anything at all, it's just like disappointment or anger. And, you know, really paying attention to that energy though. So, you know, so that you're not bringing it into this next chapter and you feel like your mental state, the Two of Swords in the middle of the whole thing, really was the reason for the emotional, you know, disappointments that you were feeling like you were taking. But also this, like, I want to say, feeling like things were harder or worse than they were, you know, like it's a tendency that you have, you know. And so I feel like learning this truth about yourself and learning to be more grateful when you know, sometimes it's like if you take a loss, sometimes that's just something that wasn't supposed to work out. You know, you were just supposed to take a lesson from it and then you move on to the next thing, you know, with that new information. But I feel like here you have this tendency to get into this like really low vibration and you're not going to get very far in life when you're in that mind state, you know? So I feel like this whole change this year was just understanding yourself on a mental level. And basically mastering that thought process. So I feel like moving into 2025, you know, you're in a whole different energy where you are actually grateful for where you're at and grateful for the lessons and just ready for this new, fresh energy. And that's awesome. Proud of you guys. Okay, bye.